have a chat with you about a situation where, for example, you refer the patient to an oral surgeon to have their wisdom teeth taken out. And the patient comes back to you and say, hey, I cannot afford the surgeon or do it under general anesthetic. Can you please do it for me? Or it could be like a 1/6 extraction, an upper molar extraction. And then you feel bad for the patient, especially if in a remote area or rural areas, like, you know what, I'll do the case. And a complication happened, and then patient's not happy with the complications, and then complain against you and so on. And I want to make sure you don't fall into this trap, but let me tell you a story first that triggered that video, and then I will talk to you about why you should not fall into this trap, and I will give you some examples as well. First, for credibility, my name is Khaled. I have been a dentist for 20 years. I own my dental practice, Lakeside Dental Spa in Half Bay in Queensland. And I took it from 1 chair to 10 chairs, from 3 staff members to close to 40 staff members over the course of 20 years. And you can check my details below for credibility. So let me tell you a story. And I think a few years back, I went to my home country, Egypt, for a visit. And I haven't been there for like 8 years. And there is one particular dessert that I was craving. It's called Ali or Ali's mom. Name is irrelevant, but this dessert is similar, probably close to what we call here bread and butter pudding, but way better. So anyway, I was craving this dessert so bad, and I think I arrived in the morning. I was meeting one of my friends that I haven't seen in a long time at around 5 p.m. in a cafe/restaurant. And the first thing when I entered the cafe and sat down, and the waiter came. The waiter is coming to get the order, and I'm telling the waiter, hey, can you please get me this dessert? I haven't had this for 10 years, and I'm dying to have it. Please get it to me right now. I'll pay whatever, just give it to me. Anyway, the waiter is coming, giving me the dessert. I'm eating the dessert, and the dessert is completely off. Like, the milk is sour. It's just horrible. It's soggy. It has no flavor. It's just horrible, awful. And I'm the kind of person who, I don't know, I feel bad. When a waiter brings me something that doesn't taste right, I tend to be quiet. I'm too shy to say he's horrible, give me another one. I've just, ate a few spoons and just left it aside. Waiter is coming now and it's like, hey, I noticed that you haven't eaten your dessert. Is everything okay? It's like, I'm really sorry. It's really bad. It's really horrible. I couldn't eat it. I mean, milk is sour, it's soggy and so on. It's like, what's going on? Like, why is it so bad like that? I was really craving it. It's like, I'm really sorry, but the chef is not here. And I felt sorry for you because you were asking for it, so I made it myself, and I'm not the chef. He's a waiter, and the waiter cooked or made the dessert, and he's not the chef. I was like, I really thank you so much for being nice to me. I'd rather wait for the chef, and you can make me another one. And I had to wait for maybe an hour or two until the chef came and started the restaurant officially, and then I had my dessert. So why this story is relevant to dentistry and it's about dessert? You will be in a situation again where, as I mentioned earlier, where you realize and notice that a case is outside your scope. It's too difficult for you. It could be crown lengthening for a single crown. It could be a root canal treatment on a molar, and it could be a perio case. It could be an implant case, orthodontic case, whatever the case is. And then you decide that this case is difficult for you. And you just tell the patient, hey, I'm going to refer to a specialist XYZ to get this fixed. Patient comes back later, you know what? I have to travel for 2 hours. It's very expensive. I trust you. I want you to do it for me. I'm sure you will do a good job. Just do your best you can. Just give it a go. I will completely trust you. And especially if you work in a remote area or rural area. And then what you decide is, oh, right, the patient is nice. I'll do my best. I'll give it a go, right? I will try to do the extraction or try to do this case. And then the case doesn't go well. So what happens? Yes, patient might be forgiving, but what I've seen in the past, and that's my experience, and that's why I'm sharing it with you, is the patient might turn back against you and say, hey, why we have this problem? Why I'm getting this sinus perforated now? Why I'm getting this water coming from, I said milk from the dessert. Why getting water coming from my sinus to my mouth or the opposite way around? Why my ortho is going in the wrong direction, and why my teeth are getting more crooked? Why I'm getting recession on my gums? Why I'm not getting the results? And then you can turn back and tell, hey, remember when I told you need to see a specialist? Oh, patient, but you start the treatment. What I'm getting into, if this patient complains, you cannot defend yourself. It doesn't matter what you say. Oh, the patient pushed me to do the treatment. I referred to the specialist and they rejected. Doesn't matter. If it's outside your scope and you decide to refer and you think you're doing your patient a favor, you are not. Because when it goes downhill, this patient will turn against you, and usually they're not as friendly as they said in the past. My advice to you, be very disciplined when it comes to decision making. If you decide this case outside your scope and you want to refer it out, and you give the decision, or you took the decision and gave the order to the patient, I'm not going to do this case for you, you need to see someone else. Doesn't matter what they do, doesn't matter if they beg you and they give it a go, I will forgive you, it's on me if something goes wrong. Do not perform the treatment and just refer the case. Because if it goes down, it will be hard to defend, and you haven't done your patient a favor, and patient will lose trust in you. Doesn't matter what they said, when it comes to reality and complication hits, they will forget everything they said to you. If you have been in this situation, and or you know someone in this situation, make sure you like this video and share it with them. If you want to hear more about my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will notify you when more videos are released. Thank you so much for listening to me. It means a lot to me.